Buddy Son Storytime.
The Scariest Story You've Ever Heard by Ron Keres. Designed by Arthur Lin. Get ready for the scariest story you've ever heard. It's much too scary for pictures, so I plan to use words. Chills will be spreading from your head to your toes. Actually, I'm scared to begin, but here's how it goes. One dreary day in a house just like yours. Thunder was booming and the rain didn't pour. It was minutes till midnight when the power went out. The boys, they woke up with a scream and a shout. Lying in bed and certainly scared for what happened next, they were not prepared. First, there was a creak. Then there was a crack. What could it be, and would it attack? Their tiny hearts began to rapidly pump, but it only became worse when they heard thump, thump, thump. They cowered in fear and hid under their covers. The monster approaching could easily eat brothers. Grrr was the next sound that he made, but the boys were confused as it started to fade. Grrr. Even though the intruder went further away, this would not be the end of his haunting that day. He began to clang as he was stomping around. The boys heard a bang as something fell to the ground. Arg! He yelled. This could not be good, for now the boys knew in the kitchen he stood. What was he looking for? Why was he furious? As scared as they were also quite curious. Against better judgment, they got out of their beds. They stood at the door, blankets over their heads. First they heard slurp, followed by crunch, crunch, crunch. The dog whimpered and barked. Did he get eaten for lunch? Then for a moment, things were eerily silent. If they opened the door, would the beast become violent? The silence was broken by drip, drop, drip, drop. Was this just a nightmare? And when would it stop? The boys had enough. They knew hiding didn't matter. As they left their dark room, there was a shriek and a splatter. They crept down the hall, preparing for doom. But they were shocked and surprised as they entered the room. There he was, a spoon in his hand. This was not a horrible monster, but a familiar man.
Huh?
Dad?
They cried.
What on earth are you doing?
Dad couldn't respond as he was fervently chewing. Their fear turned to laughter. With the words that would follow, Dad took a drink and proceeded to swallow. I'm sorry I scared you. Things are not what they seem. It was all for a bowl of delicious ice cream. Arg! The end.
Please subscribe.